Yo, 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 welcome to another Hefe Cast on the morning of the 24th of February. I have a few things to roll over, which I'll go over really quickly. A couple of stories caught my attention this week. A couple of situations are starting to come closer to home, so I think it should be talked about, brought to our attention if you may have missed it. Don't you hate when you get like a pimple on your face? Like, this random pimple just popped up. Every time I move my face, it like hurts. Um, but let's dive into this show. In the spirit of, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I am going to see it over the weekend and come back with a review. So, in the spirit of Cocaine Bear, let's watch a funny video of a bear in the woods seeing an image reflection of himself. Hey yo, he was big mad. he was, I'm curious to see this Cocaine Bear. The only thing, my only issue with the Cocaine Bear is that they keep saying it's based on a true story. This story is literally a drug smuggler tried to jump down with a parachute with the drugs, and something went awry where the drugs landed. I don't know if the guy died or whatever happened to the dude, but the dude separated from the drugs, or the drugs landed. They were just sitting out there, and the bear approached it, did the cocaine. They found the bear dead a couple of 100 yards away of apparent heart attack or something. But so they say based on the true story, I guess based I guess the only truth is that the guy tried to parachute down, lost the cocaine, the bear found the cocaine, sniffed it, died. That would be the end of the real movie. But they added a bunch of fun to this with the bear going nuts and going off on people, and so I'm curious. I just sometimes you get to watch all these serious movies. I want to be entertained and laugh at something, and just be just completely entertained by not the overthinking of a Marvel movie, or it's just like I have to break it down and really think about everything. No, I can just watch this in the vacuum and enjoy it. So I'm going to try to enjoy this movie if it's good. And the girl who is the director, um, I'm a fan of hers as well. So I hope this goes well for her. But I'm definitely going to check out Cocaine Bear. Now, before I dive into Infinity Pool, which I don't know what I watched with that. I want to talk about my Lakers. I want to talk about the Lakers. It's been a tough few years since we won the championship, and last night, man, they look good. I actually caught them at halftime. I caught the game at halftime, and man, the ball movement. LeBron not just walking around with the ball all the time. The ball is moving. You got this dude Beasley putting up shots, 7 threes last night. LeBron hitting threes. Uh, uh, Austin Reeves was cooking last night. I am a little bummed out that D'Angelo Russell rolled his ankle, but hopefully it's they said it wasn't too bad. So we need all hands on deck. Okay, if we can continue to look Schroeder look the way we looked last night, Bamba adding size, hitting threes, shooting free throws, you know, Looney dominated us on the boards though, which is something we got to work on. Davis, um, he was more of a non-factor, but he's a run protector, so that's fine. Look, good God, who was that just dumped on this dude? Keyshawn Bryant from USF. He just dunked all over somebody. Listen, I'm not getting dunked on. I will move. Yeah, I'm 6 feet. Unless you're my height jumping with me, I'll jump with you. But if you're if you're as tall as that guy was, nah, you go. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just happy as a Lakers fan. You know, sorry, possible work coming in. Uh, I'm just happy, man. Like I know it took us a long time to finally get to a position where we can make some noise, but I like the pieces, and I'm looking forward. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but from what I've seen, I can say that it is it's a pleasure to watch this new iteration of the team. And while I'm on the topic of such, I just want to I just want to reiterate how much I dislike Patrick Beverly and how he does this to every team he leaves. When he left the Clippers and went to Timberwolves, whatever, it was a beat the Clippers. He leave the Timberwolves and he go to wherever he went. He fired up about that. Like he like fired up, and then he go from there to now. I hate this. I want to fire. Listen, Patrick Beverly, you're not a game changer. Maybe when you was in high school and he was dropping 36 points, which baffled me when I saw that. He was dropping 36 points in high school. That ain't you anymore. You play good defense, but you're an undersized defender. And if I was KD or anybody, I'm just putting the ball over your head. Like I'm not even about to sit here and do all this while you slapping my arms and and talking. I just be like right over your head, elbow on your nose. I'm sick of Patrick Beverly, and I want you again, Patrick Beverly, to remember this that you said that is going to age horribly. You said this.
You'll be playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
They'll be playing with me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I made the playoffs last year. They didn't.
I don't need to hear no more. I'm not playing with LeBron and them. They're playing with me. They're playing with you. They're playing with me. They're playing with you. They're playing with me. That guy's a trip. That's all I gotta say. So he plays with Chicago. I plan on us beating Chicago both times, easily actually. Um, so let me just do it now. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, somebody tried to send me a fake check. So I know people in the bank. I'm not about to get up, waste my time, and go anywhere, put anything in the bank account, and the joint ain't right. It just didn't look right. I sent it to him. Send me the front and back, send the front and back. They're like, I'm like, yeah. I've dealt with a lot of checks in my day. Like dealing with fake money. As soon as you feel it, you like, this is fake. You don't even gotta look at it. You just feel it. You can feel the weight. You can feel the texture. This ain't real. That check looks bogus. So I'm gonna just dive into it now. I'm just gonna say, be wary. Um, I mean, Mia Goth. I guess her niche is creepy, weird movies, which is fine. Alexander Skarsgård. I didn't even realize that his father was the the dude, the professor from Thor. I forgot his name. The one that Loki possessed in the first. That's their dad. Skarsgård, the guys who did it. This is its brother, Alexander. Um, but yeah. So this movie's very interesting. Okay, where to start? Okay, so he's a writer, and he's dating a girl, or I don't think they're married, but I think he's dating her. They come to a fictional place on this island where he's looking for some type of motivation for writing. They end up encountering this couple, Mia Goth and the guy, and they end up going out having fun and having a good night out together. The rule of the compound that they're on is don't leave. It's dangerous out in the village. But these two people that they didn't met basically kind of convinced them to come off the grounds. So they go out off the grounds. It's a random part where like Mia Goth says that she read his book. So she's like acting like she like really into him. She's looking at him, she's so he's like, I don't know if he's peeing or I don't know what he was doing, but he was alone. I believe he was peeing. She comes up behind him. He thinks it's his wife, and he realizes it's not. And she jacks the man off, right? Now, it's not the jacking off that bothered me. Because you can show a lot with just body language. Oh, oh, oh. No, they had to go further. They show white substance falling on the ground and on the concrete. It's like, ill. Well, who was that for? It wasn't for me, bruh. Please stop ringing. God damn, shut up. I'm doing a podcast. Turn this shit off. I'm trying to hear out for a job, but if this joint going to keep making all this damn noise and there ain't no jobs coming through, then shut up. You're going to piss me off. I don't like being interrupted. So random jack off scene, the white stuff in the concrete. I don't understand, but they get real drunk, and Skarsgård drives back into the city. Back towards the compound where a villager pops up in the middle of the street. He hits him. The girl, Mia Goth, tells him, look, we can't tell the police because this is a corrupted place and you will be killed by morning if they find out, what you've done. So they go back to their rooms. They're trying to get some rest, and the police come. The police arrest him and his girl. He basically says that the girl told them everything that happened and that the punishment for your crime is to be murdered by the man's his firstborn son. He's supposed to be murdered. Or you could pay to have your clone killed in your place. You have to watch it. So they put him in this pool, this bloody, nasty, whatever pool. And he starts to experience like all this euphoria and like not what's it like psychedelic. It's like all these screens and just things just flash, and he's just like going through something. Comes out and he comes to this place where he's standing there looking at himself as this boy comes up to him and begins to stab him to death for killing his father. Now, the girlfriend, is mortified by this. She doesn't her seeing the little boy murder the clone or whatever. She couldn't take it. So she told Alex Skarsgård, look, I'm not going with y'all. I'm ready to go back home. But he kind of enjoyed watching his clone get murdered. So he's like, look, I'm gonna go out with the people and I'll be back. So he ends up going back out to hang with the two couple, Mia Goth and her dude. But now they're introducing him to more people. Like there's other people who literally they just come to this country to kill. They get punished by death, and then they get a clone and they kill the clone, right? So who was the guard? I think a guard was like trying to do something to him, and they ended up kidnapping the guard, and they were basically telling him like, yo, they had a bag over his head, like, yeah, you know, like you got to kill him, you got to do this. And so he starts beating him up, and they peeing on him, they whooping his ass, and the girl takes off the mask, and it's his clone. So it just like blows his mind. There's all these. They had these masks on. Hold on. They had these masks on like this when they went to go attack the guy. When they went to go kill, they would wear these masks. These very weird Day of Death type mask. And so I mean, they just had it was like sex fueled and orgies, and they showed this. I'm not a gay man. They showed the absolute smallest penis I've ever seen with my own eyeballs on in this movie. And that guy should never, ever, ever allow anybody to film him with his genitals out. I mean, I've never seen, because I don't be looking for it, but I've never seen a penis so small that it almost retracted inside of his body. Y'all really working with that? Ladies, are men really working with that? I know he wasn't in your inbox talking about how he gonna break a back end, and he pulled up with a retractable penis. Damn, like when you just don't know stuff like that, because I have my own, so I see me, so I don't ever think about nobody else. But actually seeing something so tiny, it was like, Jesus, wish I could give him some inches to help him, but I can't. They all for me. Anyways, movie was wild. Ultimately, the wife leaves. He basically, after all the drinking and the orgies and all of the trying to make him into this violent killer type person, after they had him beat himself up, he kind of seen like, all right, I need to stop. I need to get away from these people. So he's trying to leave. They track him down. They shoot the bus, pull him off the bus. He tries to run. They shoot him in his leg. I mean, these people find him. They have that same person that I guess he beat up. They had him naked, like as a dog. They was like, he needs to kill the dog, and the dog was him. Like, and then he's on a chain. And so they fighting. He ends up killing himself. And then it's like, now it's time to go home after everything, right? So now everybody's on the bus, about to go home, and everybody's just casual comment. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to get back to work on Monday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the paperwork. I got to sign some stacks of papers when I get. It was just like everybody was like going back with their regular life, and he ultimately decides to stay behind. So it wasn't bad. It was just very weird. Oh, and then at the end, after he killed himself, right here, she pulls out her nipples, her breast, so he can suck them. Like he was a baby and she was the mom. Just thought that was very random. Wasn't a bad movie. And if you like seeing breast and orgies and weirdness, there you go. It was okay. I wouldn't watch it with my mother. Sorry about that. What else I got? I got a lot for you, actually. Before I dive into what I really want to talk about, let's get a couple of these jumps over. I wanted to show y'all, since we're in the movies, I meant to show you this a week ago. It's the Fast and the Furious. I'll give my comments on the Fast and the Furious. Let me just put this up really quick so y'all can check it out. Here's Fast 10.
Dominic Toretto. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race!
He's coming for you with everything.
You're about to learn all about fear. Oh.
What's the plan, Dom?
I'm not sure anymore. I never accept death when suffering is owed.
You made one mistake. You never took my car.
See you soon, Dom.
Did you see my face when the trailer went off? Did you see how disinterested, uninterested I look? Because I am. Sometimes you got to know when to end something. This movie should have been ended after 5, 6, basically. Fast 6. Once we start jumping from helicopters, cars, and flying across like all of that, now we've completely lost what the movie is. Like, I don't know. This is Marvel meets Fantastic Four. I mean, Marvel meets Fast and the Furious, or DC Furious. I don't know what's going on, but I'm seeing more superhero stuff. I literally saw The Rock flex his muscle and break a cast. I've seen them jump out of a plane to a car. I've seen Vin Diesel crash his car into a rail or another car or something, shoot across a gap in the highway, catch the girl, and land on the car on the other side. I don't even know what happened in Fast 9 because I have not cared to see. I have literally not want to see anything with the Fast 9. I guess now I'm gonna do my due diligence and go watch Fast 9. Y'all dump The Rock, you bring in John Cena. It's like, is that you trying to be funny? Like, Jason Statham is still there. All the guys who are supposed to be bad guys end up being good guys. Is Charlize Theron still bad? Why does anybody want to see any more of these movies? Everybody who's supposed to die comes back. Is Paul Walker going to come back? No, seriously. They're going to CGI his brother, and Paul Walker is going to have one final ride. There's one more movie after this. I'm over. I used to look forward for Fast and Furious. I'm looking forward to it. And Vin Diesel, he's not aging well. He looks like a former boxer turned mechanic. I don't even know what he is anymore. He tried to talk with his deep voice. Your voice ain't. The voice was cool when the physique went with it. Now you just seem like somebody's fucking fat uncle. I don't know. Ben, what? Like, I don't know. Over Fast and the Furious. And last review. Mayor of Kingstown. Thank you, Shiloh. Mayor of Kingstown is a really good show. Season 2 is basically continued on where season 1 ended when they had the jail riot. I mean, the fight, and like the guys got caught inside. So Milo gets out. So there's, the girl, I can't remember everybody's name. I watch too many shows. The girl, the little blonde chick that's with Jeremy Renner. I hate her story. Everybody trying to help her, try to put her in witness protection. I don't have any witness protection. Okay. Try to help her this way. I don't want anybody's help. Well, fine. I'm like, let her go and let her fall back into the crap she used to. And she did. Stupidly fell right back. The people found her. Now she's back being a prostitute. They drugging her all up. Stupid. What is her purpose of the show anyway? They're still looking for Milo. Milo's out trying to find these old bonds. I guess they're like these big stacks, like old money, but it's like, I think it's bonds. Whatever it is. It's some paper, big $500,000 notes type jumps, something like that. Meanwhile, Jeremy Renner was trying to. He was apparently because of the inside, meaning the prison dictates what happened on the outside. So on the inside, a lot of the leaders, everything is the leaders have been killed off or whatever the case. They need structure. The CO, one of the officers, was raped and beaten, so he comes back with a vengeance. The guy from Soul Food, and he's killing guys and they're beating them to death, basically, and covering up, saying the Mexicans is doing. It's all this corruption. So, there's a storyline where his injuries, the guy died from his injuries, so now they're trying to cover that up. And then you got the whole thing where Jeremy Renner was trying to get everybody together. The four leaders, the Bloods, the Crips, the White, and the Mexicans. They tried to get them together. His plan was to get them all arrested, to go in jail, repick leaders, and then pull them out. But that didn't go the way he wanted. As soon as they got in that jail, you know how I go. Once you get in, that it's hard to get out. So they basically, the COs and stuff basically changed the plan, and so they've been fighting, and it's a whole thing. It's a good show. It's about a lot of prison corruption and in and out. Because he's really close. Jeremy Renner's really close with the one character, Bunny. And while I try to like Bunny, Bunny's not the greatest actor. He's okay. He looks the part, but then his voice don't match. You ever seen a big guy like Tim Duncan? A big guy, then Brock Lesnar. Big guy, then they got a little high voice like this. It's like, what? Who said that? That was you? You? Yeah, that was me. What? Man, get this man some testosterone. For his voice. So yeah. Really good show. Jeremy Renner's brother, his younger brother, I hope he doesn't get killed. He seemed like he was supposed to be the good one, but he has a little darkness to him. But he's really just trying to protect Bunny, trying to get Bunny out, because Bunny's getting mad now. If he doesn't get these leaders out, it's going to get nasty when they do. When they word hits the streets or whatever, it's going to get bad for Renner. It's going to get bad for the cops. He's talking about shooting churches and schools. I'm just like, wow. That's how y'all figure to get attention, to show that you're serious. I'm going to shoot up churches. I'm going to shoot up schools. What? If you as bad as you say you are, you want real attention in a fictional sense, go shoot up the goddamn police department. Why are you shooting up random places where innocent people, where kids are, where women are? It's just mind blows me. But it's a good show. I hope Jeremy Renner makes it out. I hope he leaves that blonde chick alone. Don't go looking for her. She ain't no good. No offense. She just gonna get him killed. That's all she gonna do. She just gonna get him killed. She gonna keep putting that man in that bad spot. And he gonna want to do the hero savior complex, and then she gonna eventually get him killed. So I hope he leaves her alone. The mom, there's so many pieces. The mom, she was just attacked, but then she wants, I don't know, like she wants to help the boys. She keep asking, can they, when she sits and talks to them, can they be uncuffed and all this? Like, no, they're in jail. You don't want to be uncuffed and then he strangles you. Like, I don't get what her deal is right now. She might be, I don't know, but we'll see. A lot, it's a lot of storylines trying to figure it out. But yeah, Mayor of Kingstown, definitely check it out, man. I wanted to show y'all a video before I talk about the sixth grade racism. But this just go. I wish that this was me, because no offense to the black guy in this video, he's a smaller guy, and I feel like some people, they know who to try to bother. That guy look like he's about 5'5", 5'6". I wish he would have did that to me, or spoke the way he spoke. I gave him one chance, maybe two. Go ahead, man. Go about your business. But after he'd have kept being disrespectful and kept being racist and kept saying ignorant shit out of his mouth, I'd have slapped him and I would have, the Dana White, the slap show. I would have slapped the hell out of him. And I appreciate the white guy standing up and speaking up because that was completely unacceptable.
Until 2000, race mixing was illegal up until 2002. You're going to give up 50,000 years of evolution if you mix up with this dude.
Are you filming us?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But you
just look
but
awkwardly.
you realize that race mix, it's going to give up 50,000 years of your evolution, right? There's 2 billion of those people being born because of.
Did you know that it's actually better evolutionary to like?
No, it's not.
I'm not going to talk science.
No, it's
I'm
not.
a scientist.
No, it's not.
Actually am a scientist, and I'm not going to talk about this. Video.
Literally, if you literally, you're just throwing down your genetic line.
For sure.
Pretty much, you're just LARPing. You're LARPing as a European in America. If you had any actual like heart and integrity,
Are you
you'd
done?
go back to
Sorry,
Are you done?
What are you, a Jew?
Are you done?
Are you Jewish?
No, fuck no, man. Are you done though?
No, but I'm saying the truth.
No, hold on.
Actually, no. Like I am a scientist, and you are wrong.
Stop. He's
So you.
Hey, it's done now. It's done.
So you think?
You stop that. Stop.
No,
that.
you.
Hold it. Stop.
You think hybrid vigor is a thing?
Bro, film me, bro. Film me.
Okay.
Film me. Just stop. Stop that shit.
What are you?
Right?
What are you? Some
It's done, bro.
SJW warrior?
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
It's done.
white people are only only
done.
7% of the world's population.
Hey, that's me. And I'm part of that. And I'm part of that. And it's done now.
And if we
whatever you're doing, it's done.
If we intermix, we're gonna become.
Who gives a fuck, dude?
I give a fuck because
Why?
we're the only creators of society.
No, we're not.
No,
we ain't.
Net migration only flows into white country. It doesn't flow into.
Just stop.
Exactly.
Stop.
Hey,
Walk across the
He's
street.
stupid. So he's not
okay,
like that.
name me one black country that you would want to move to.
Name me one.
Yes, name me one black country that you would move to.
guy right here. Just go.
Can't even watch any more of it because I'm getting angry hearing him. What do you mean, dude? What do you mean? What do you mean, you unintelligent motherfucker? What does he mean? What does he mean? Y'all came here. What are you talking about? There was colored people here before your white asses showed up here. What are you talking about, you ignorant European asshole? What is he talking about? People go to Spain? Why has it got to be black, colored? You like, people go through Spain? People go through Africa, South Africa? What is he talking about? How many people go to Russia? Who's going there? Code. What? This uneducated motherfucker. I swear to God, I wish I was in front of him. I would have slapped the shit out of him, yo. Excuse me. No, I would have slapped, yo, you know how they be doing like this? 1, 2, yo, I would have slapped, yo. Watching that makes me mad. We are the ones that create civilization. Since when? So you just going to discredit the Egyptians, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Indians, the African? You going to just discredit all these huge monuments of structures and civilization for what? Y'all not even. Where did y'all even come from? The Caucasus Mountain? What? Then he talking about, so are you Jew? Had to find out who these people were. Apparently, they are a part of the Goyim Defense League. It's an anti-Semitic hate group and conspiracy theorist network of public personalities active across a number of social media websites, primarily YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Gap. Never heard of Gap. The GDL, the Goyim Defense League, emerged in 2018, is led by the Sonoma County-based California comedian and actor John Menadio. Who? The network's name recalls that of the Jewish Defense League and the Jewish non-governmental organization Anti-Defamation League. Its GDL logo is a parody of the of the logo. Hold on. Hello? You calling from on my line right now. Get off my phone. So the GDL logo is a parody of the logo of the ADL. Goyim is a Hebrew word meaning nation, and while in the Bible it refers both to Jews and non-Jews, it colloquially uh, words colloquially used by Jews to refer to those who are not Jewish. So this is I don't know, right? It's the type of stuff that pisses me off. Sorry, phone calls and stuff kind of threw me off what I was talking about. But be careful, man. You got people out here that's just out here trying to troll and all. Don't let me tell you something. Y'all know where to go. I don't ever really see that in Maryland too often because while you can say what you want, you can't go to Baltimore with that. You can't come to DC with that. You can't come in certain parts of PG County with that. See Pleasant, Capitol Heights, Hyattsville. Mexicans kill you out there. Don't play with them. Like there's dudes that's not playing all in Maryland. So y'all better wherever that was, y'all stay there. Because I'm guaranteeing you, you come to the right area out here in Maryland, DC, DMV area, and talk like that to one of us, somebody that got locks, somebody who's of your size, and I guarantee you, your video gonna go viral, but not for the reason that you wanted to, for your ass being dragged across the street and never been seen again. That's what happens out here. Y'all need to drop your racist ass mindset, your ignorant thought pattern. What are you talking about? You know what? I hate to say this, but there's going to be a day where the percentage, I'm not going to say that. Some things you shouldn't say. I won't say that. I'll say that off camera to people who I trust dearly with my ideas. Now, wrong one. So apparently, and my daughter had a situation with a white kid calling her a jigaboo through a chat. At first, I was like, did she go to your school? The person go to your school? No. I said, okay, because if they did, we was going to go up to the school, and I want the parents to pull up to the school. Jigaboo. Parents outraged after black student receives racist drawings from a 6th grade classmate. Upland, California. Parents of a student at California Elementary School are demanding answers after a series of racist drawings a 6th grader allegedly gave to a fellow black student were discovered. The incident at Pepper Tree Elementary School has rattled many in the Upland Unified School District. One of the drawings states, "You're my favorite monkey," while another reads, "To my favorite cotton picker." The mother of the student, and we have pictures. Oh man, I wish I could have. I'm gonna have to put these up. Wow, real pictures. This is so ridiculous. This makes me so mad. The mother of the student who received these drawings told KTLA, I'm tired of these acronyms. She has since pulled her daughter from the school after continued harassment from fellow students and what she says has been little action from the Upland school district. They said they were going to give her a drawing that specifically said, "You're my favorite slave," and they were going to show her as a slave hanging from a tree. The concerned parents also say a group of girls claimed they gave their daughter back rubs and massages because it's Black History Month. It's your month. You're entitled to back rubs. And apparently someone told her, well, maybe only half the month because you're only half black. Young.
Dominic.
The screen. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. My anger is boiling over. Almost want to hit my desk so hard that I'm going to break it. That's a shame. goddamn shame that this little girl can't go to school and get her education because you chump ass white kids and your chump ass upbringing. What makes you motherfuckers think you're better than anybody? I don't even want to make this a race thing, but a lot of y'all sit on in public and y'all act like y'all like us, right? You act like it. Then you go home and you teach your children this type of shit. And not all of you. There's a good number of you. And every time there's a chance to show who you can be, you show who you truly are. And you're some fucking haters. You hate what you can't be. That's the problem. You hate what you can't be. Oh, you hate that we black, but you in the tanning salon because your white ass can't handle the sun. Oh, you're pissed because you don't got full lips. But now you get lip injections and fuck up your face. Oh, you want some booty too. We black women just walk around with booty. Oh, let's get the surgery on the ass. Oh, we mad because black guys are well endowed. Oh, we mad. What you mad about? You should be mad your name is fucking David or Gary. What the fuck are you mad at us for being us? It pisses me off. And I swear, I tell Kennedy, let a nigga do it. Let them say it. I want you to sleep them. Put them through the floor. Yeah, I'm about teaching lessons. And you know what? I will stand back to back and fight with my kid. So what's up? And beating all you little kids up. I don't care. Y'all need to watch your fucking mouths. And you racist ass bastards, I want y'all to do it to me. Do it to me. Y'all trying to walk down on that little black guy, and y'all try to bully people online. Well, look, I don't live online. You can catch me outside. And if I ever am out in the public and I see that, or you do it to me, you will go viral. Because I'm going to knock your ass out.
Dominic.
If I press that fucking thing one more time, I'm a Kirk. I don't want to see Fast and Furious. Excuse me. It pisses me off. I need to check yourselves. I need to check yourself. I'm telling you right now, if Donald Trump ass gets back in there, we're fucked. Okay? These racist motherfuckers are going to come back 100 times worse. Nobody protect the black kid. They just keep letting the fucking people, you're my favorite slave, you're my favorite cotton picker, you're my favorite big lips, with all this bullshit. But let a motherfucking white person get kicked in the back of their fucking head. And it's a whole thing. New protections, new nigga walking around with a fucking armored truck. Oh, y'all protect them. But this little black girl, y'all just gonna let her sit in there and just keep getting the fucking attack. See, this is what I'd have told. This is what I'd have told her. I just said, look, I'm gonna bring you to school early, and I want you, the first person, I want you to not, I'm gonna stand right there. But you'll walk up to him. I want you to beat the shit out of him. Yep. Yeah. And if anybody try to walk in, I'm knocking that shit out. I'm sorry, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Especially when y'all could be eliminated. Y'all act like y'all got the stronger genes. Like y'all sleep with a black man, the baby gonna be white. Y'all is gonna be black. I hope y'all children, you racist bastards. This is what I hope. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope all you racist fucks, I hope your children sleep with colored people. Don't need to be black. It can be Hispanic. It can be Asian. It can be what the fuck they want. But long as they ain't you, so we can get y'all fucking asses out of here. I know. That's wrong to say. I know. But it's wrong to do to us. And nobody gives a fuck. We ain't doing hanging shit. You ain't hanging shit. Excuse me, man, but that shit really pisses me off. Treating us like we some fucking dogs and shit. Favorite monkey? Monkey? If anybody's closer to a fucking monkey, Darwin, it's you white motherfuckers with your hairy ass bodies. Y'all only place on your fucking body where you don't have hair is right here. Who looks more like a fucking monkey? Us? Look at me. Yeah, clean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hairy. I haven't met a white person yet that ain't look 42 and he was 15. He had a fucking beard and hair on his chest, hair on his back. Got the fucking nerve to call somebody a monkey. Fuck you. Let me move on before I continue to go there. Just fucking stupid. Make this really quick. Transgender woman plays crickets against girls as young as 12 years old. The coaches and the parents in the UK are raising the alarm after a middle-aged transgender woman who is transitioned from a biological male was allowed to compete in cricket against girls as young as 12 years old. Listen, I'm not about to read any further. It's unacceptable. I don't care what you do with your sex, your gender. But if you're a man who transitioned to a woman, you still need to compete with women. I mean, with men. I don't care what the fuck you're talking about. If you're a woman who Jesus Christ. If you're a woman who is a man now, you must still compete with women. You can't compete with a fucking man. Yeah, Joe, throw that 400 pounds up there on the weight bench. You're not doing it. You must compete with what you like. This is a touchy subject, but in reality, I get what you feel that you are now, but what you were born as is the body that you're in. So if you're a man, you have an unfair advantage over the women, and you shall not compete with them. Okay. We saw it perfectly in Juwan the Man. Let's go put Michael Jordan. Let's give LeBron James a wig and put him in the WNBA. Do you think for 1 second any of them women could really see LeBron James? He's a woman now. LaWanda James. They can stop LeBron? No, he would literally crush them, run off, dunk at 70 points a game. Let's bring Diana Taurasi over to the NBA. She might fare well, 10, 12 points a game, but it's not nearly who she was when she played with women. Y'all got to cut the shit. Y'all can't just change everything because you want to change. You can't just change the rules of the world because you changed. Jesus Christ. Where are we going? Where are we going in this world? All right. I got to talk about 3 last things. I'm out of here. There was a prison guard arrested. Pull up. Hurry up. Prison guard jailed for smuggling drugs for killer inmate. A guard who was caught smuggling cocaine into a top security prison has been jailed for more than 6 years. Stupid. Heather McKenzie, 31, secretly brought drugs and mobile phones to inmate Zach Malavin at HMP Shots in North Lanarkshire. The mother of 2 had befriended Malavin, who, along with her elder brother Andrew, was jailed for life in 2011 for killing the man in front of his sons. The scheme was uncovered during a corruption probe into prison staff. A joint investigation by the Scottish Prison Service and Police Scotland follows suspicion about the growing number of drugs found in cells. Malabin was found with cocaine, an illicit iPhone, and sleeping pill during searches of his cell. The mobile revealed he had been in contact with Mackenzie, who also tried getting another prisoner involved. In search of her home, police found 2,500 in cash, phones, syringes, steroids, and cocaine. The court was told Mackenzie, the first offender, appeared to have been paid money to smuggle the items into prison. I tell you, people just can't do right. People are willing to give up their life for foolishness. Apparently, and this hits close to home, I'm always near this area, so I'm shocked to see at Duval, a bunch of air fryers have been recalled. 2 million Kasori air fryers have been recalled due to fire and burn hazards. So be careful if you have one of those. Report of armed student prompts lockdown at Duval High School. A report of a student with a gun at Duval High School prompted a lockdown at 3 Prince George's County schools on Thursday. Authorities are still searching for the alleged suspect. My cousin that said that they shot the boy. I don't see that here. Let me see. So it's been a second gun incident. Student with guns flees school. I hope because said was wrong about the kid getting shot. I don't see nothing about the kid getting shot. So hopefully you're wrong, Ricardo. Hopefully. And last thing I want to end on, I just think his name is like, oh shucks. No, one more thing after that. All right, sorry. This guy's name is Richard Alex Murda. Murda. His name is Murda. Last name is Murder. Murda. Like Murdaugh. Murda. On a murder trial. Murder on a murder trial. Right? I'm like, who is this guy and why is he on the television? Right? So the Murda family is a prominent American legal family in the Low Counties region of South Carolina. From 1920 to 2006, 3 members of the family consecutively served as a solicitor, i.e., district attorney, in charge of prosecuting all crime cases in the state's 14th Circuit District, leading locals to call the 5-county district Murder County. The family also funded a nationally recognized civil litigation law firm in Hampton, South Carolina that specializes in personal injury litigation. So, since 2014, Richard Alex Murda and other members of Murda family have been involved in investigations involving several murders, corruptions, and other alleged crimes, including insurance fraud, defrauding clients, theft of insurance payouts, and drug-related charges. In 2019, amid allegations of special treatment, Alex's son, Paul Murda, and other members of Murda family were implicated in the fatal boating accident. In June 2021, Alex Murda's wife and son, Paul, were murdered. Alex has been charged with their murders. Alex was also accused of embezzlement from his own law firm, from which he resigned in September 2021. He has been incarcerated since October 2021, pending trials, and has been disbarred by the state of South Carolina. The murder trial began in January 2023. So I ended up coming across that, and that was just very interesting. I'm hearing he embezzled over $1 million, and did he really kill his own son, or has something to do with his killing his own son and wife? Like, it was captivating. Like, what? So there's been documentaries on this. So, Investigation Discovery aired a 3-part miniseries, The Murder Murders. The Murder Murders. And of course, Netflix released the series Murder Oh, Netflix released it on the 22nd. I might have to watch that. Yeah. So I'm gonna be watching that, and then I'll get back to y'all next week with more information. Really quickly, I just wanted to. I really like Eric Bieniemy's. I liked his interview. I thought he spoke really well, and he was very believable in what he was saying. But then I started thinking, why isn't this guy being hired as a coach? And I keep hearing he has something in his past. So let's look it up. Let's see what Eric Bieniemy's issues were. Bieniemy was arrested along with Colorado teammate Canavis McGee following a bar fight in February 1988. McGee said the dispute arose after Bieniemy alleged that he had been called a nigger by a bar patron. He pled no contest to disorderly conduct and was sentenced to community service. Bieniemy also received discipline from head coach Bill McCartney. Of course, after being called a nigger, no sympathy for me. In 1989, Bieniemy was ticketed in Westminster, Colorado for driving a defective vehicle and in Aurora, Colorado for speeding. In October 1990, his license was suspended for a year after another traffic violation. On March 21st, 1991, Bieniemy was caught speeding and driving with a suspended license on Interstate 70 near Rifle, Colorado, going 92 in a 65 miles per hour zone. April 17th, 1991, Bieniemy failed to appear in court on charges relating to the March 21st incident. A bench warrant was issued in Colorado for his arrest. On April 23rd, 1991, 2 days after Bieniemy was drafted in the NFL. July 4th, 1990, Bieniemy pled no contest to interfering with a firefighter who had been performing his duties to extinguish a fire in Bieniemy's mother's garage. Bieniemy received an 8-month suspended sentence and was suspended for one game. Bieniemy was instructed to do 40 hours of community service and attend an 8-hour firefighting training session. What? An assistant city attorney said that Bieniemy failed to attend the firefighting training session as stipulated in the plea agreement, but Bieniemy asserted the session was optional. On September 27, 1993, Bieniemy was arrested in Boulder, Colorado for allegedly harassing a female parking attendant. According to the police report, while with his friends, Bieniemy put his hand on the attendant's neck, startling her. She told police that Bieniemy and his friends took off their pants and began urinating nearby. Bieniemy was also named an outstanding warrant. Was also named an outstanding warrant on the charge of driving with a suspended license. As a result of this incident, Bieniemy was banned from the University of Colorado Boulder campus for 1 year. April 2001, Bieniemy was arrested for driving under influence and was docked a month's pay. So he is still dealing with something that happened 22 years ago. And before that, 30 years ago. I've seen guys do stuff recently and nothing happens. But again, when you're not if you're not the color that they want you to be, man, you're gonna suffer, dog. You're not a white man in America. You don't get no pats on the back. Nobody ever talk. I'm serious. Nobody ever talks about Ben Roethlisberger. They don't talk about nothing. When it comes to certain white players, they don't talk about anything. I still remember when Matt Jones was caught with cocaine, and he was suspended like one game. Well, it was something short compared to like the black guy who was caught with weed or whatever. He's suspended for almost a whole year. It's just like, bro, what are y'all doing? But yeah, Bieniemy, I'm happy for you. Happy to have you, and we will see you soon. Yeah, that face. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yep. That's how I'm gonna get the weekend this weekend. Yes. Work. Smoke weed.